Ancestor Hubert lived in France at the castle of Moray. His brother Charlie was the lord who over all held sway. But how Hubert was a jeweller and a goldsmith of renown, which served him very well when old King Henry came to town. So here's to old King Henry, I'll raise a glass of grog. If it wasn't for King Henry, I would be a frog. Now in 1520 Henry and King Louis, so we're told, did a spotted lamping at the field of the cloth of gold. Henry valued Hubert's skills and he said to him one night, come and work for me, my lad, I will see you right. So here's to old King Henry, to take a glass of grog. If it wasn't for King Henry, I would be a frog. So Hubert went to England there to serve the English king. He polished the crown jewels and any other thing, but he must have learned to keep his head down, saying the right things, cause you just can't be too careful when you're doing jobs for kings, especially for Henry VIII. So here's one to Henry, who'll take a glass of grog. If it wasn't for King Henry, I would be a frog. Now Henry's held in low esteem for treatment of his wives. He had a nasty habit of shortening their lives, but Hubert was kept busier than he had ever been, altering crown jewels for to suit each coming queen. So here's the one to Henry, let's raise a glass of grog. If it wasn't for King Henry, I would be a frog. Well, and the wars were on again. That's England versus France. Hubert had to make a change while he still had the chance. Well, it wasn't good for business with a fancy froggy name, so he dropped the name de Solier. Mr. Morris he became. So let's have one for Henry, we'll raise a glass of grog. If it wasn't for King Henry, I would be a frog. Now Henry wasn't happy with the haughty Church of Rome, so he snaffled all their properties, sent the clerics home, while parceling out their widespread lands as per the royal plan. He gave a chunk to Hubert, who became a Yorkshire man. So here's to old King Henry, we'll raise a glass of grog. If it wasn't for King Henry, then I would be a frog. So the Morrits were country gentry now. The bells of Selby rang. Some of them got knighthoods, others got to hang. But my lot were much humbler folk, didn't share such fame, but they were mostly farmers or millers of the grain. Let's have one for Henry, we'll raise a glass of grog. If it wasn't for King Henry, I would be a frog. My great-granddad had a before long. Perish the thought.